This is just a quick showcase of some cards I've acquired over the past maybe month or so. Got some hockey here, small stack of those, and then some NFL and some Major League Baseball cards. So we'll start with the hockey here. Got a couple Danny Healy rookie cards. Team Canada. It's 2000 and year 2000. So as a prospect there. Also got a couple Joe Thorntons as well, and some Patrick Marleaus. So old school San Jose Shark players in their rookie year. There's another prospect card. This is the Upper Deck Victory. And you've got Danny Healy with a interesting idea here. You got the Washington Capitals logo for both of them. And some of their stats there from playing in the, I'm not sure which league, I guess. Svoboda was probably somewhere in Russia, I'd imagine. And then you got the OPC Chris Chelios on the Blackhawks there. It's the 91-92 season. And then you've got a Patrick Waugh on the Canadiens Pro Set. It's probably the first Pro Set NHL card that I have. I'll look into some other ones, but not a whole lot that I have come across over the years. So that's the hockey ones I've been getting. Like I said, I also got a couple other Team Canada prospect cards that I mentioned earlier. One of the NFL cards. A lot of these are rookies, and a couple ones from a particular interesting athlete from the early 90s, actually, 89-90. So it starts off, got Dante Culpepper here. I had a lot of this set from the 99 Tops. I would go to the grocery store about once a week with my family, and I'd pick up a pack of this. And it was a small town grocery store. They had one kind of box of this, and I was probably the only one buying them. So by the time the box was up, there was no more left to buy. So I probably had at least about maybe a dozen or so packs opened, but didn't get a Dante Culpepper, so I had to snag one of these. This is the season opener version, so not the base set, I guess, for the regular Tops. It's the opening day, or season opener, I guess, for NFL. Cedric Benson, rest in peace. He was, when I first started playing fantasy football, he was one of my go-to running backs. I think I had him maybe a couple seasons back in like 2008, 2009, when he was on the Bengals. Stephen Davis rookie card here. Got a couple Redskins here. Stephen Davis, like the good photos here on the back and the front. Nice headshot there. Nice action shot here. Wore that kind of full cage helmet as a running back. He was a bruiser. Champ Bailey, very good headshot here. I really like this card for that. It's a Skybox Premium. There's the back. Almost looks like a painting on the back. It's a very stylized effect there. Former Georgia Bulldog first round draft pick there. Then you have Jonathan Ogden. The prototypical left tackle. He was a game changer when you look at his body and his athleticism. He was what we know today as the left tackle that pretty much every team seeks to have. A guy who's at least 6'6", 6'7", and has good feet and can pass block and can kind of anchor an offensive line. He was kind of a game changer in a paradigm shift of sorts for linemen of the mid-90s into the late 90s. Junior Seau, another one, rest in peace, as a USC Trojan. His 90 score rookie card. Like the stylized font here on these. Score's always been a good brand. A lot of reprints go back to that Score style. I got a Jamar Chase one I got last year that has that probably 92, 91 Score style. So, but it's each year was very kind of similar in the style that it had. Always kind of stood out as a Score. Mario Williams, his rookie card from NC State. He was a good pass rushing prospect. Did good in an NFL career. Maybe didn't reach the potential everyone thought he was going to get to, but if you look at his size there, I mean, he was a fast and gigantic defensive end / linebacker, edge, whatever you want to call it. But there's a reason why he was the number 1 overall pick, because he just had the speed and size that was like a once-in-a-decade type thing for that combination. And here I went on a couple of these Tomy Mandrich cards. So this is the Topps rookie card. I'll get the full thing in the shot there. Tomy Mandrich, Canadian first-round draft pick by the Packers out of Michigan State. There's a good documentary you can watch about his career and what happened with that. There's the Score version of his rookie card, 1989. Fresh off the draft pick there with the hat on. And then this is another rookie card. This is the Pro Set one, right? Yeah, Pro Set. Got the action shot there, Michigan State taking out a Wolverine. Can't see the name of the player 92 he's blocking, but definitely getting a good pop in there, making that neck fly back. And then here's his 90 cards. This is after his rookie season. In full Packers get up there. 1990. Got another Packers hat there for him. Then they got Jamar Chase rookie card. This is that's the Absolute Football. What was this? Yeah, it's a Panini. And yeah, Jamar Chase, champion of my fantasy league last year, helped me win a championship. So very thankful for his contribution that season and the Dynasty League. So I'm looking forward to a number of good years down the road for him. So that's the football. And majority of them were baseball, so we got a good stack here. Let's go with the ones that are just in penny sleeves first. Got a couple retro cards here. Warren Spahn. This is a Donruss Diamond King. This is like, 1988. It's got a little reading there on him. Got the painting picture there. And it has a little breakdown of his statistics and his achievements as a pitcher. One of the all-time greats, Warren Spahn. I remember reading a book about, it was a biography on Hank Aaron, and came out while he was still playing. His career was not concluded yet, and in the course of the book, they're talking about Warren Spahn quite a bit because he was just such a fascinating pitcher at that time, and he was a workhorse. He was, one of the first ballot Hall of Famer, I think, I would imagine, because he was just head and shoulders above lots of his competition at the time. Another Hall of Famer here, Harmon Killebrew. Nice stylized imagery here on the front. Back, you got a little write-up on him. This is a Panini from last year, 2021. The Hall of Fame Cooperstown card. Another one for Christy Matthews. Another good photograph with the colorized job done to it. There's the back of the card. From Factoryville, Pennsylvania, born 1880. 1880. One of the all-time greats, Christy Matthews. And you watch Ken Burns baseball, they go into depth on what made him one of the first-class Hall of Famers. When you got the first class there, you got Babe Ruth, Walter Johnson, Ty Cobb, and Christy Matthews in that group. He's just one of those. Hard to find anybody better than him. Maybe Walter Johnson, if you can do an argument, but not by much. Christy Matthews right there too. It's a David Cone 87 reprint. This is a 20th anniversary card. I'll get that in the light so you can see it. It's a serial numbered card. Only made 1987 of them. David Brian Cone. He was born in Kansas City, and that's his home. Going to be a Yankee eventually, and I remember mostly as a Yankee in the late 90s. But came up as a Royal for his hometown. Adam Dunn, the Adam Dunn, 44 for the Nationals. Bowman, kind of the blue frame here. This is another serial numbered card. We've got this out of 520, number 39. Loved watching Adam Dunn. Shame his career kind of took a tank job in his as he got to his early 30s there. But for a number of years, he was a great player. 3 outcomes guy. Walk, home run, strikeout. Another National here. Throwback to John Lannon. Back when the Nationals were really frugal with their pitching staff. And John Lannon was an opening day starter, I think, for at least 2 or 3 seasons. Kind of tells you the lack of depth they had in overall. But he's a solid pitcher. He had a pretty good initial season here right away in 2007. ERA hovering just above 4 with about 34 innings pitched. So he kind of worked his way in the rotation and become the guy for a number of years there. The not so great, win-loss record for the team, but I just have some memories of John Lannon, so I got one of his cards there. Not one you see a lot of every day. Here's a Jim Tomy Fleer 92, Fleer 92. I like these cards because they got the year right there on the front, so you don't have to look on the back at all for that. It's just right there, right in your face. Love the early 90s Jim Tomy. It's after his rookie season. I guess this would be his rookie season. This is a rookie card. But he had 27 games played that 91 season, so he'd qualify as a rookie in 92. Another Jim Tomy rookie card. This is the Leaf. Got him in the field there at third base. Played a little third base before moving over to first later on. Nice little silver frame job there. Indians with the powder blue jerseys. There's the back. And then the Pinnacle. This is one of my favorites. This is what the 92 Pinnacle. I love this framing. You've got kind of the multiple frames. You got the white line. You got the outer, the interior, and this color down here, down by the name, would change for the team. They'd have kind of their primary color. Orioles, you'd have the orange. A lot of teams you got the red, but you'd have maybe some with the green, like the Mariners. So you'd have a different color that would match the team color scheme. And it's just, I've got a Greg Maddux. I got a couple of this series here, and they're just one of my favorite card series that I come across. John Olerud Upper Deck rookie card for the Blue Jays. People sleep on John Olerud, but he had a fantastic early 90s. He was one of the top, not only first baseman, but just hitters in general. He was raking in, and the Blue Jays had an onslaught of a lineup too. You got to remember that. I mean, Joe Carter gets all the notoriety for that home run, moment, winning the World Series with that home run. But you had Robbie Alomar, Olerud. You had Ricky Henderson one year there. They had a lineup that could turn itself over and score a lot of runs. Craig Biggio rookie card. He was a catcher coming up. There you go. 88. Got a couple Jim Abbott cards here. Jim Abbott. When I first started collecting cards, I'd come across his card, and his disability of not having that right hand, but being a pitcher that did a lot of great things. Pitch a no-hitter. It was fascinating for me as a youngster, just seeing that a person could have that kind of disability and still play at a high level in the sport. I think that was fascinating for me. I remember just asking my mom about what's this guy looks, what's wrong with his hand there, and learning about it, and and coming to the understanding that wow, that's pretty special. You don't see that very often. And you got the fleared 90 here. Bit of a different kind of back there with the yellow. I guess it stands out from the gray, but pretty well centered card. You can see left and right here, pretty good. I'm not sure about the top and bottom, but left and right looks pretty solid there. Here's a score rookie card for Jim Abbott. Got kind of a really good look there at how he wore that glove while he pitched. Swap it over his throwing hand there after he pitched the ball and could make defensive plays like anybody else. There's the back. Good little write-up on him there. Very inspirational player. Just by default, he just did some great stuff on the diamond. From Flint, Michigan. 6'3", 200 pounds. That's some Jim Abbott. So, a couple other cards here. Got a couple. There's a group of 5 I'll get to here in a minute. I'm going to end on those. Got a Dave Stieb. Until about maybe 2 weeks ago, I had no idea who Dave Stieb was. You would ask me, I had no clue. SB Nation, or I guess now Secret Base, put out a video, and they still have a series going, best of, not best of, but there's a collection of 4 videos they're putting together. They're on number 2 right now. Goes into detail on Dave Stieb, and it's fascinating. Just this is his rookie card here, but he was a champ there for the 80s into the 90s. One thing I'm still, we'll get to it I guess in the video series I'm watching, but you look him up on Baseball Reference, he does not have a World Series ring, even though he was on those winning teams. I'm not sure why he doesn't have that credit to his name, even though he was on the 92, 93 Toronto Blue Jays. I guess for some reason he is not on those teams as a World Series winner. So I'm waiting to get to the bottom of that mystery. But he had a great slider. He might have been one of the best pitchers in baseball and didn't get the recognition because he was on a lot of teams in the 80s that the Blue Jays were not a good hitting team. They did not score a lot of runs, and he didn't get a lot of wins. And other pitchers that got wins got the Cy Young, and he was often left out of that, even though he had better metrics. He had, whip, he had better ERA, he had more strikeouts, but the wins sometimes seem to be the thing that the baseball writers look into for Cy Young, which is kind of BS. It is a little BS. Turkey red tops, Bo Bichette reprint here, rookie card reprint, because this is from 2020, and I guess it still is his rookie card, right? Yeah. Not his Bowman first, which would be back in probably 2017 or 2018, maybe the latest. But yeah, Bo Bichette, he's on my Dynasty Fantasy League for baseball. Got him and Vladimir Guerrero, and also Freddie Freeman. Got a Cody Hoyer autographed rookie card here. Got this on the cheap. This is a autograph card. Got it for about $3. He just underwent some Tommy John surgery, first of his career for that, and hopefully he'll be back pitching. Looking like not this year, of course, but in sometime in 2023. But he's on the Cubs now, I believe. Came up with the White Sox. And then this is a reprint, of course. Ted Williams, the Leaf 1948, with that just great depiction of Ted Williams there. Finishing his swing, watching it go far. And then last 5 cards I have here are from a Hall of Fame player who doesn't seem to get a lot of recognition compared to his peers of his playing time. Frank Robinson. So we've got a Frank Robinson reprint rookie card here, Topps Archives Reserve. And you got a piece of the jersey there, so it's that relic. There's the back. So, yeah, come up with the Reds there. Great rookie card to have in your collection there. Another relic card with a piece of bat in it for the Orioles here instead of the Reds. He went on to move on to the American League after winning MVP in the National League. Got another MVP in the American League. The only player to do that. Win an MVP in both American and National Leagues. There's the piece of bat there. Here's the back. This one's an upper deck. This one's from 2001. I also recommend or remember Frank Robinson from being a manager of the Washington Nationals. Passed away 3 years ago, so he had a great baseball career as a player and a manager. This card's pretty neat. It's got that Woodstock, so it got the piece of the bat there, so the Woodstock kind of play on word with that. But I like the late '60s font there. Topps American Pie. There's the back of the card. This one's really neat. This one is basically a framed picture. Got the serial number on it, out of 100. And it's got this kind of bronze or copper frame to it. Very sturdy. And I like this card when I first saw it. This is the reproduction art card. Franchise favorite. And then last Frank Robinson here is another serial numbered one with a piece of bat out of 50 for the Orioles. Great action shot there, hitting a home run, watching it fly. There's the back of that one too. So yeah, haul from probably the last month or so, just pulling together some cards, telling some stories about the athletes on those cards, and it's kind of what I'm looking for here. Just add some cards to my collection that have either my memories attached to them or memories of great players over time. So that is it for now.